Oh, wait, no. Alright, hello everybody. This is D the Legacy, the leader of Troll Patrol Nation. I'm going to be covering uniforms and uniform codes. Now, obviously, in the previous videos, I kind of went over how. Wait a minute. Need a vehicle. Need a vehicle. I'll take a bike.
That sounds good. I'll believe it when I see it. Call me when you got
And
results.
again, I'll take a chop.
Hi there. What do you need?
Alright. You know what? Never mind.
So long.
I'll do it from here. Alright, so basically, the thing is, due to the organization being so big, there are many uniforms to cover, or to go over. The first uniform is what I'm wearing now. This is a non-uniform. For me, it is a uniform. Being a leader, I can pretty much make my uniforms versatile. It could be considered or deemed a combat uniform. Usually, you'll catch maybe elite wearing this or special forces. Pretty much that simple, depending on what they are. But more likely, somebody in the elite. I wouldn't doubt it. So most of my outfits go all through different areas. Now, the first one I will cover is a basic squad. Basic squad usually, if you have a assault gunner, maybe something like wait, I did just missed it. So assault gunner usually wears something like this. Oh no, probably something like that. The top can be the let's say team to this, or maybe they want to go that route between these two. I know it's like, why do you specify? Why do it have to be a specific way? Why we cannot just do however we want to, or do whatever we like? Well, here's the thing: when it comes to two reasons, actually three, three reasons mainly. If it came to another organization that we are friendly or alliance with, and if their leader was to spot you, they need to know exactly who you are and what you are. Your uniform identifies specifically what position you might be in. If you was to get caught or that automatically end up getting you into disciplinary actions. Because it keeps order, it keeps restraint, it keeps focus, and yet alone, it stops uproars from happening in different ways that does not need to come about. So that is why uniforms are so strict. Plus, when it comes to your own leadership within TPN and leadership above them, they need to know exactly who you are and what you are. So if I look at you, I come around out of nowhere and I look at your uniform, it's going to identify specifically who you are. If you was to be caught outside of that uniform, then you would catch all hell. So it's better to be in uniform than not in uniform. Remember, TPN in uniform. Not within TPN, not on TPN duty. I don't care what you wear. You can wear a thong for all I care. Alright. Now, with that said, as a matter of fact, I will go in. I forgot one more thing about the last video. I did go over customer courtesies. Another thing you don't want to do, now that I thought about it, is you do not want to start wars. So even if you're wearing whatever you're wearing, make sure it doesn't go into somebody else's look. Like it make sure your ties, like it's like going to a frat party wearing something that a frat party will wear, but you're not even in the frat party. It's the same ordeal. It starts up order. So in other words, don't worry if you're going to go off duty, then go off duty. Don't wear anybody else's stuff. Trying to look like them or make it similar to them. Just hang low, be you. That's the thing about a ghost sport. You gotta be yourself. You can't sit here and be everybody else because if a war breaks out, then you automatically going to get again disciplinary actions because you just brought a whole problem that we did not need to have into the ball game, and it's not gonna go in your favor. Simple as that. So yeah, this is assault. Heavy usually wears something like, you know, this, something like this. Helmet, Kevlar, depending, that's leader's preference. Sometimes, if you think you can roll with that, then yes. Then sometimes maybe no. If you are a basic squad, then yes. Special forces, no. Special forces, not so much. All right. With that being said, hold on, wait a minute. Before I leave that alone, if you're tactical, then yes, you wear camouflage or the helmets. If you are not tactical, then you wear helmet or no helmet. You can wear a beret. You can wear anything. You can wear a little of what I'm wearing. Just about. Actually, you can wear what I wear. That's the thing about special forces. So, elite is not the only one. Special forces is as well. You can wear a cap. You can wear a hat. But it's not that much free roam as far as when it comes to uniforms. Like you can do anything and everything. So don't never get it twisted. Alright. That was that. Snipers usually wear, I would say, like the utility top. Someone like, let me take this off. Snipers can wear so many different things, but mainly it's just that they can wear the utility vest along with it, or whatever. But 9 out of 10, you just tell them to wear that. Just that simple. That alone. Now, if they're within a squad, then yes. If a squad has a sniper or marksman, they will be able to wear the same as the assault gunner. The only thing that changes is the heavy gunner. It distinctively tells you who the heavy gunner is. If a squad leader or assistant squad leader, team leader, usually they wear this outfit right here, and that's that. Now, we also have, I mentioned security in the past, in one of the past or previous videos. Security usually, depending on where they are support or not, they wear maybe like a suit, and it mainly be in their color. So if the color of your department is, for instance, mine's blue or navy, you will wear that color or security. But if you are security as far as special forces, you wear black. And that one is a little tricky for the simple fact that it depends on everybody. Every security starts off support. Every bodyguard starts from and get trained in support. But if they get taken out of support into, let's say, another department, well, whatever that department they are in, whether it's political is white, because that's who you work for. If it is department, being if it's the department being special forces, you wear black. So what happens to your uniform, it goes to a variation of blue and black. Same way with transporters. If you are a transporter for somebody, your uniform is going to go between that and whatever department you got transferred over to. Because one shows the root of where you came from and one shows to where you are currently at. So that being said, that's that. Um, if there's any questions about that and it's not as much obvious, then just leave a question or send me a message and I will elaborate and explain. I'm pretty sure it's kind of obvious. Basically, like you see security guards with suits, that type of thing. Now, if it's security like combat security, their uniforms is strictly tactical because mainly combat security is tactical, and their uniforms is tan. Will be the tan outfit, and yes, they will have like a vest. So, well, no, not necessarily. They have the same uniform, just like let me double check that. No, they do have a vest. I'm sorry, they have something like this, either beige or tan. Because these are so similar, it doesn't matter as long as it's in that color range. And so they'll have wait, this. Well, not that. Not that at all. Alright. Matter of fact, I'm going to do something else on the fly. Because it's just, the thing is, the leader usually runs around with no utility vest, whatever. That's how you know the leader for who he is or she is. Basically, he or she would not be running around with a utility vest. However, the men the men and women that are security will have either this or that, depending on what they are holding. If they are outside, then yes, they're going to have the heavy utility vest. If they are not outside, then they're going to be wearing this. And even the snipers on a catwalk. I will explain that later on. So, I'm going briefly over each uniform, so bear with me. As it come into mind, I will explain it. Pilots can wear the regular pilot uniform, which would be pilot. Yeah, go down. Pilot. Hold on. Hold on, I'll go through this. Alright, check this out. This one I cannot say. Anybody who wears this usually will be a leader. Simple as that. Whether they tan, whether they black, whether they are, let's see. Well, notice, only people that will wear this is elite, and they will wear the black one. Reason being, oh wait, two. Let me come again. Let me re-elaborate and break it down in depth. Support, yes, a bodyguard can wear this. they're actually open to this uniform. A bodyguard has a very various loadout if they are combat related, how they can make their uniforms in variations. If it's a cat suit, if it's not a cat suit, it could be a regular utility top, it could be um, a regular utility top, it could be the utility pants, but somewhere in that variation they're going to have their uniform. Another thing is another thing would be far as elite can wear the same thing as a bodyguard. So their variations would be in the same area, but a lot more. So let's say if the person wants to wear, depending on who they are, if they're a spy, usually so some you'll see a spy with, or maybe you'll see them wear a suit like Hitman. Usually we have Hitmans, but that's in the different positions we have, which I never really covered. But that's that. Assassins, we have that. We have spies. So spies, pretty much everything you can see a person in, and it goes to hire. That's what their uniform pretty much is deemed at, or deemed to be possible. Like this is what we allow you to pick from, and again, their uniform identifies who they are along with the other things. So that's that. If you ever seen some or see somebody wearing scuba, stealth ops, usually special forces, will wear such things, either elite or special forces. I know it's like, what's the use of these? Well, let's just say if you have a unit down in the water, you off radar. There's multiple ways to approach a person before you kill them. The thing we do believe in TPN, to be honest, is the element of surprise. If they cannot tell where you are coming from, all they can hear is jets roaring, then you have the advantage. If you are a sniper and you're off radar, then guess what? You have the advantage. If you are the type of person who set a booby trap and you are demo, then guess what? You are the person that has the advantage. Matter of fact, when you come up with the upper hand, they will be knocked off by the first move you make. That their mind will have to mentally compensate for everything else that just occurred, and at the same time, they not quite sure if it's more to come. So TPN is all about the element of surprises. That's why the skull represents a Grim Reaper. That's why the wings represent a guardian angel. You will not see it coming. You will not know we there until you know we there. And that's pretty much how it goes. It's not guerrilla warfare all the time. It's more so, well, military wise and full concept as far as that. Okay, I gotta put this out there. Staff does wear the gray scuba. Um, and sometimes you have a joint mission, meaning department with another department, or you have joint missions with other alliances or whatnot. Whenever you have a joint mission, we go according to how we set it up around how they want their mission to play out, how what they're getting ready to do, and then we just kind of like tailor around it as far as what we are going to do. Usually, you might see a staff who might say, okay, since they out of water, this is where we attack. Or sometimes they might be on the yacht. Now, this is the funny. If you ever see somebody go so quick, it could be possibly us, because you're not gonna know when we strike. So just imagine that whole time you and somebody else is by the beach. you are targets, or you might not know you are a target. And that's staying out the water. Snipe. That's kind of like how TPN is. We never downplay anything. If anything, we do the exact opposite and we optimize. So scuba gear is usually used for different people in certain departments. That between tactical, special forces, elite, which is in special forces, and leadership, as well as staff, to, if it's combat related, to actually approach a fight. Also, this can be possibly used during yacht defense. Real talk, if you are a person that pulls security on a yacht, which is yacht patrol, the uniform is a little bit more like this, and then it's also will be how I put it. This is like for bodyguards. Mainly, they have to have this uniform. This is for tactical that might pull security on a yacht. Like that, because you have security, you have your own personal bodyguard. There's strict security, but it is what it is. Oh, wait, no. This is the outfit that before it came out was pretty much sorry. Basically like the sports top, the black sports top, which is like which has the penetrators logo, and like a black bikini and like the boots that I'm wearing and gloves. If it can, no, not gloves, but like the woolers, fingers woolers gloves, or maybe the whole wool gloves, black wool, and you can wear these goggles, or you might wear the glasses, similar like just black, or shooting glasses or whatever you, as long as it's black. If you it gotta be all black. As long as it's that, then it pretty much fits the uniform. If it's not black, only thing color it has other than that is white. So it's black and white. No other colors. So if it fits that, then that's pretty much a uniform. That's yacht patrol. The reason why I say the diving uniform is mainly not used. They will not hardly use it until they are told that until they are taking out a target near a beach. Then you might see them put it on. Otherwise, it's that uniform. I know you say why not suits? Well, think about it. You in a fight for the most part. So I didn't want to throw it too much out of place. I wanted to keep it year around waters, or water based or sea based. Going on over to different other outfits, then you have staff. Staff pretty much wears, with their combat staff, similar to this uniform but gray. And if they're political, of course, a white suit. White suit. All political parties during TPN times wear white. Again, it distinctively let you know who they are and what they do. Now, if they represent in a certain department, then you'll see them wear extra color. That's another variation to also look out for. It might be the personnel that covers the department, the tactical department, vice versa, on and on, so on and so forth. If they are black, they might represent the special forces on down to my case, and so on and so forth. So it's covered in so many different funny and crazy angles, but now you understand kind of like how it runs and how it goes. And that's pretty much, I would say that's just about that. The only time you ever see anybody else wearing a certain uniform is if they are in a public lobby, and in that public lobby, they have to basically, well, wear that uniform. If that's who you're around, maybe they need something. Like I had times where if a political needed certain information, they want to go to public lobby to make sure before the decision was made and met. I gotta see this for myself. They will wear maybe a yacht patrol uniform, which they will not be yacht patrol. It's funny part is they're not yacht patrol. They will wear that uniform to kind of blend in. That rarely happens, but you kind of get my drift. So in other words, it doesn't look like a crap show. We do have organized uniforms. And if you have any questions coming into TPN, just ask. And it will be explained to you what the uniform policies are. And remember, your uniform, when you're in TPN doing TPN mission, you wear TPN uniforms. Or whatever your designated uniform is at the time. If you're not doing TPN missions, you're not on TPN duty, then you can wear like whatever you want to wear. But remember, it cannot be the thing that start wars, which are possibly start wars. Even if you think it shouldn't start wars, and if it does, then you don't need to be doing it. As simple as that. Don't look like nobody else's crew. That's a whack job move. Don't do it. Otherwise, you can possibly start fights simply because of that, especially if you know that person close. Bottom line. Do not turn around and look like a clown, act like a clown, and then we hear about it. Oh, you going around and shooting random people, and because let me tell you this: if you one of the type of people that have this thing where you got to kill everything, we not looking for you. It means you have no self control. You will start more wars than quench it. So, bottom line, I think that covers all the uniforms. Oh, by the way, when you come to basic training, no clown suits. No face paint. Face paint comes off. No contacts come off. The contacts gotta get changed over to regular eyes. The only thing you can wear is like if you wanna put makeup on a character, I don't care. As long as it ain't too crazy. You come according to how we ask. I don't care about tattoos, you can keep your tattoos. Bottom line, if they're on your face though, that can come off. Real talk. So again, because now we pretty much are your employer, and we will help you accordingly, but only if you're willing to stay within the means of TPN. Simple as that. But anyway, I think this covers everything. If any questions need to be asked, then feel free to leave a comment or send me a message if you know my PSN contact, which is Leader Legacy. There you go. I threw it out there to you, and I'm Leader TPN, and I'm out.